Yeah. Reality.
What's up?
What's going on, people?
You're now watching the 478 Poppin Off, and I am Princess Lachelle.
I am Gerard.
And we got a really, really cool guest in the building. Who we got?
Blacc Mel, Mr. 2 cent signs.
That's it.
2 cent signs for your 1 cent and your quarter and your nickel. Put them all together, you equal $1 somehow, someway. I don't know.
I don't think that's how that works. We'll go with it.
But we're gonna go ahead and get into first song by Blacc Mel with the 478 Poppin Off.
Now it's business means and binders. Fill it up with reminders. When you get to the top, just remember how hard the climb was. Cause you can hit rock bottom soon as leaves can fall in autumn. Automatically, no manual to troubleshoot your problems. Man, you look surprised that nobody arrived to your pity party. Been through that nightmare. Open my eyes, now I get no sleep. I've been dreaming with my eyes open. Yeah. Say I get no sleep. I've been dreaming with my eyes open. Yeah.
You're now tuned into the 478 Poppin Off, where we pop off with all the trending topics, all the community news, and the hottest music. And guess who we got today?
Who we got?
Who him?
Blacc Mel, Mr. 2 cent signs.
Blacc Mel, not Blacc Mel.
That's correct.
That's how we do it. Well, we're glad to have you here today.
Thanks for
We're
having
going to
me.
talk all about you.
All right.
And we're going to talk about some topics and everything else.
All right.
But let me ask you a quick question, because I was inspired by this topic. And it's based off from your album. Do you check on your strong friends? I know that's not the topic. I mean, I'm sorry. I know that's not your title.
Right.
But I'm just saying, do you check on your strong friends?
That's deep.
Do you?
I check on mine often, and they check on me. Because sometimes I'm the strong friend.
Oh, so you the one who was to go to. Let me hit up Blacc Mel. Let me see what going on.
Yeah.
So, what about you?
Honestly, I don't as much as I should. I mean, that's a deep question. That's, honest question though. I definitely should. I feel like we are probably often feel like since they're strong, I can bypass them and go into the people
Or they don't need the help.
Concerned about. Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Yep. So, what you feel like you may need some help sometime?
Yeah, every now and then everybody need a little help, even if it's just a small amount. Sometimes it's just a conversation, that can go a long way.
So you saying I could just hit you up at any given time? It could be about 2 o'clock in the morning, like, hey, yo, bro, so see what had happened was. He was like, I'm going to call you back tomorrow, click.
Depends on how serious it is, I mean, and then that's the thing, though. We don't know how serious it is to that person.
Yeah.
So,
especially with all this coronavirus, like that's already impacting a whole lot of people. Just in general, with family and friends and everybody. But, and then, you got people who's in a whole different level. They listen to your music. Like, you talk about a lot of stuff from experiences. So I'm like, ooh, did he do this? Did he really go through this? I mean, like, what's the process when you was writing all your songs? Like, how is that?
Well, when it comes to making music, man, I try to give myself time to live and experience, so it'll be sometimes where I'm just in the studio and I make a beat, but I might not come back to it until like a few months later. You know what I'm saying? So
just pacing yourself.
Yeah, I'm just pacing myself. It's something has to speak to me in life, or something has to happen in order for me to make the song. So
it's good that you open book to actually share it though, because people go through things and still want to keep it buried down.
Yeah.
So your struggle can definitely speak to somebody else. Try to either prevent them or show them how to get through it. So that's a positive thing to do with the music.
Yeah, I'm all down for it. Now I know on your album, Reap the Harvest, you're featuring some Megan Nights.
Yeah, definitely some Megan Nights on there.
Some Megan Nights. We got Macadocious, we got James Anderson, and we got Vincent.
Yeah.
And I did hear that on the album. This sounds so good. And I know he did some writing on there too, right?
Well, actually, all the horns you hear on there was Vincent.
That's all him?
Every horn you hear on, I think he was on like 4 tracks. And and it was originally, he did them for Macadocious, but Mac ended up not doing anything with them. So I said, hey man, you mind if I use these? He was like, cool. So
okay. Well, that was the easy slide on in
Yeah,
there.
so he played the horns and I just built the beats around what he did. So
Okay. So that was like an easy process. You did the beats, he got on there and did the live version of the trumpet, and I love it. Yeah. See, I love live music.
yeah, me too.
So I love live music. Now, with your performances, has he already performed yet with you?
We
live?
have not yet.
It's coming?
It's coming.
It's
though.
coming.
I'm working on
It's
that.
coming.
Something soon, or it's just
It's in the process.
Okay.
It's in the process. Being that we still on album mode, you know, I want to get that as a part of it because he was in the video with me blowing the trumpet, but to have him on stage, that'll be a whole different,
nother level.
Right. So.
Well, we're gonna go ahead and get to listen to your music. We're gonna give him a chance to check it out. So check out Blacc Mel 478. Poppin'
Pleasure
Off.
and pain, losses and gains, failure, success, it's all part of the game. I've done so much that's wrong, but made it right. Yeah, that's how you live. A level life. Hey, if I want it, I receive it. Dealt with loss like it's bereavement. Still got no selfish desires. Blessed with everything I needed. I can't bring his name to naught. When these prayers feel repeated, put in work, no need to talk. Give myself the silent treatment. Been betrayed by those I love. Didn't like how I was treated. Nothing happened just because. Even setbacks had a reason. Seek your trials to the tough, but no, don't expose your weakness. Won't cry by the bruise or cut. Learn to keep my pain a secret. Take it one day at a time. Know one day I won't be breathing. Got a YOLO state of mind. Though my rap supposed to mean it when I'm no longer alive. You gon' hear these words I'm speaking. Hope before you close your eyes. You can see what I was seeing. Had to change my scenery. It changed me and they can see it. Try to be all I can be. Doing what's best for my being. Being round the wrong crowd is the course to every sin. Had to balance it all out. It's time for leveling. Pleasure and pain, losses and gains.
What's going on? Y'all now back on with 478.
Poppin' Off.
All right, we got our guest here.
Blacc Mel, Mr. 2 Cent Sign.
2 cent sign for the 2 cent steppers. 2 cent hitters.
So, as y'all just heard the new one of the tracks featured from Blacc Mel, Level Life. Definitely, leave a comment. Let us know what you think about the song. And we got another track we were interested in, Hustle for Us. Can you tell us a little bit about that song?
Well, Hustle for Us, man, I had hit what most people call rock bottom. I hit a rough patch. And it got to a point where I really couldn't depend on too many people. That's when I became a strong friend. People were calling me, but, at that time, I was the one needing help, and I couldn't really get it. So I realized that nobody's going to do this for me. I got to get out here and do it myself. Gotcha. So,
Gotcha.
Hustle for Us came about, man. I ended up working at this job. I had to walk to work every day. And, that was just the melody that was in my head while I'm walking, So it was just inspiration to myself, you know what I'm saying?
So that was from a life experience.
Right. All of it is from a life experience. So, so it was just, me motivating myself to get out here and do it because nobody else is going to do it for me. So.
And you doing it.
So,
you did it then, and you doing it now.
Most definitely.
And that's why you still hustling these songs for 2 cents.
That's a good point, though, because one thing I always say is nobody's going to do it for you like you can for yourself. Nobody's going to look out for you but you.
Right.
At the end of the day. So that's definitely a good thing.
I know, right?
Yes.
Now, let me ask you a question, because I hear this all through the album. It's a signature background vocal that I keep hearing, like in a lot of songs, and it kind of remind me of Pimp C. It kind of remind me of Pimp C, since I love Pimp C, you know what I'm saying? But, is that your voice?
Yeah.
Oh, can you do it one time? Can you get a little deep for us? Can you give us a little sample? Say, hello, how are you?
What voice you hearing, man? Because it's a lot of voices in.
I know, I love it.
Music.
It's like, it's voices, and it's also, like, it's an old school vibe to some of your songs. I'm like, was he born in the early 80s? No.
I mean, that's where most of my influence came from, like the early, the early hip hop.
I can tell.
Like I still debate with people that Tupac Now is Tupac's greatest album, but to me personally it is. But yeah, I grew up on that era of hip hop, so
I like it. It's really, really dope. Like, See, I'm an 80s baby.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you're like a
90s baby.
90s baby.
Sorry.
And you're like a 2000 baby.
Early 2000.
Early 2000.
No. 80s.
You talking about the deep voice. Matter of fact, I think it's on here. Matter of fact, on this song.
Yeah, it's one of them on here, like the background vocals for that. I was like, oh yeah, this is mad dope. I really like this.
The chopped and screwed. Yeah.
Yeah, are you from here, from Macon?
Originally born and raised, yes.
Born and raised all your life.
All my life.
Went to school here,
Went to school, grew up. West Macon. Went to West Side High School.
What's side? Now on your song, Genie. Now you just like got in there and did Lil Wayne thing. You just went in there and just freestyled the whole thing?
That was the only song I ever freestyled. Like,
What?
yeah, I've been like since then though. It inspired me to do more and more. You know what I'm saying? So, but Genie with the beat, it was just so fun. I was like, you know what? I ain't even gonna try to write to this. Like, I don't want to think too deep about it.
Yeah.
And like, just let it flow. You know, the song, it did come out being, speaking about something, but at the same time, it was just like, I'm just having fun, so.
Well, you definitely was having fun. I like fun songs. Because fun songs, it uplifts the strong friends.
Yeah.
Get your break out that
Lift up the strong
I
friends.
know. When you're feeling bad, you just go put on something and then, you just get around to it. So,
Blacc
now,
Mel.
on your album, what would you consider your favorite song? Like your...
My favorite song is Hustle for Us.
Okay.
Like, I play that song almost every day. That was my favorite song. And the whole creating process of it was like the funniest thing ever. Like, because Mac was actually engineering that day, Because usually I engineer the songs myself, and if I mix it or send it out to somebody mix it. But Mac was there with me that day, so I said, record. And that's like one of the only songs I'm singing on the project. So it's like when I sing, I know I'm not the best singer. So it's like I have to layer it like 7 to 8 times before it sound good. So Mac just sitting there laughing the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just laughing the whole time. So it was a whole process to get through the song itself.
So you hit one of them Jodeci.
Yeah, I hit a few high notes. I hit a few high notes.
Right. What's one out for us? I got 2 cents to give you.
Oh, no.
I got a penny for your thoughts and penny for your notes.
But yeah, man. Yeah, I had hit a few high notes just to bridge it all together.
Bridge it all together.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to go ahead and bridge on to your next song. Going to go ahead and let them hit 478 Poppin Off.
Kiss my lady on the cheek so peacefully's how she rests. One reason I'm sleeping less. Early bird gets the worm, my feet and supply the nest. Stay getting our service fresh. Why don't I feel? It's hard to sleep. Knowing there's work to be done. And it's up to me. Nobody's gonna hustle for us. We gotta do what we gotta do. Nobody's gonna hustle for us. I lead the way if you follow through. These the days of Armageddon, spiritual wars among us. Chase after what don't grow on trees, but that's why they hung us. If we knew that cotton fibers cause our ancestors to swing from a branch, would we then consider slave in the game straight from the flame? The curious, they playing with fire, get burned. There's other options, but that's one way to learn. Either way, you get the lesson, but trust me, dog, you can lessen the chances of circumstances.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Gerard. She messed me up.
Princess Shell, I'm trying to get my Jodeci on.
Hey, man.
I'm trying to be like, Blacc Mel, ain't it right?
That's it.
2 cent hitter.
Welcome back, though.
Shock, all
478
shock.
Poppin Off. This crazy woman. Yeah, my brother Blacc Mel here.
Right.
We coming back in from Hustle for Us. Hope y'all like it. As always, please leave comments on the video as well.
Everything.
So our brother here can see how y'all feel about the songs.
Yep.
Right.
Because I'm a hustle.
Yes.
For us.
To touch back To touch back
Us
on
men in
that,
the skin.
I know how you said it. Hustle for Us was inspired by some pretty tough moments in your life.
Mm-hmm.
But it's dope, as you said, that you can actually listen back to it. It's like you're encouraging yourself, though.
Right.
So I definitely. How do you feel? Do you feel that way? I mean, what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah. I mean, all songs to me, man, my dad always told me it's a message to you first.
Yes.
So sometimes stuff just flows out of me, and then I listen back to it like, oh man, this is what I need to be doing, you know. So
Cool.
it's I always hear it as a message to me first with any song that I do. So
I dig it.
And the messages in your songs, it kind of put me in the mindset like all your music needs to be on somebody's soundtrack, like a movie soundtrack.
and when I write it, it's like not that I'm thinking about it as I'm writing it, but after hearing, I'm like, yeah, this sound like it's something cinematic or needs to be in a movie or something. So I always get that vibe because at the end of the day, movies are just scripting lives and things that happen on a regular basis. So I mean, I can see that one day.
You got any movies coming out?
I might should work on that.
You should.
I should.
I think you do. You just don't want to say. That's cool.
I mean, it could be a short film. It could be a 13-minute film.
A little short
Hint,
film, you know.
Hint, hint.
You know, a mage individual that'll help you out with that.
Okay.
I won't say it.
Sound like a good
Don't say
idea.
his name.
He'll cook something up for you.
He'll cook it up real fast.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Cool.
Hashtag beige man.
And I love how you always include God and the word prayer.
Right.
Like a lot of people not about to do that. They might not about to say, you know, hey God, how you doing? But I love how you do that.
Yeah.
So that lets me know that you pray.
Right. I pray, I meditate, and I manifest a lot of things. So
Now, what kind of meditation you doing? So let us know so we can do the same thing.
I mean, Reap the Harvest was really, the music itself was almost 2 to 3 years. I ain't gonna say old, but I recorded like 2-3 years ago.
Sound like
And
it's-
like mostly everything I was talking about was really just me manifesting the things that I wanted. That's why in Genie, I was saying the stuff that I was saying because I didn't have those things at that time, but I knew I would. And then once it started appearing more and more in my life, I was like, okay, now it's time to reap the harvest. That's why I released the project when I did. And it was so crazy how it happened because the night that I released it, it was a post from, how they show you your past posts
Memories.
and stuff from years and memories. A post showed up and it said reap the harvest on the way. It was 2 years ago from the exact date that I released it.
What?
And then it was a harvest moon on the night I released Reap the Harvest. I was like, oh, that's cool, man. Like,
That's really
I wasn't
cool.
expecting that. So, I just knew it was stuff just started aligning. These are things that I thought about and saw myself having and saw it happening that way, and it did. So
You definitely reaping what you sowed on that one. That's awesome.
Now, you mentioned about the moon. Are you into astronomy?
astrology. I wouldn't say I am, but early on I studied astrology, numerology, cause I wanted to know. I was a curious kid. 15, 16, I was looking up on everything,
Cool.
Illuminati, everything. I just wanted to know, So, but yeah, I used to study up on all that stuff, man. So I know of it. I wouldn't say I'm just into it though. So
Yeah.
I totally just said the wrong word, but
you know.
I'm so glad you corrected
I
that.
saved it. I tried to pick it up for you. So.
I'm keeping a straight face.
Think about food at the same time.
Yeah.
But
we
it's like bologna and everything mixed together,
it's okay.
We'll go past that. Now, in your music, I don't recall hearing the curse word.
Yes.
Here and there, and if you do hear it, it's not like
Like
fuck
this,
nigga,
bam.
this, you know what I'm saying?
Made up for it.
Just made up for it then. But I try not to put it in music because eventually I'm trying to get into singing and all that. It's like certain stuff you can't say if you want it played in certain places.
Gotcha.
And,
That's easy for radio
right.
play.
I ain't gotta clean it up and do all this stuff, man. Cause I remember cleaning up songs for artists, man. I had to blank out every word,
Bleep, 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 bleep,
just for them to
bleep.
get played somewhere, So I try not to curse too much, If I do, it's damn hell something small that they at least play that,
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But,
Well, go ahead and let everybody know where they can find your music at.
Well, you
And
can
the video.
all my music on Spotify, Tidal, really all streaming platforms. All the videos are out now on YouTube.
Dope.
And you can check out the music on undergradmusic.com. Also, I have black cards for sale if you want to get one of those. If you don't know what that is, they're NFC cards, and you can just tap them to the back of your phone, and all my music appears in your phone. So
2020.
yeah, and you can find me on all social media at Facebook, Blacc Mel, not Blacc Mel, and everything else Blacc Mel _478.
Cool.
So you gonna come out on vinyl too, just for everybody?
And you know what?
Cassette tape.
I really want to do a vinyl just for the aesthetic. Like, I think it's just so cool. So
Okay.
I'll probably just come out with the vinyl just for the heck of
The
it.
80s baby still got,
You know.
8-track, all that. That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. That's awesome. I definitely wish you the best, brother.
Thank you,
Seriously.
thank you.
And we appreciate you, coming in here with us, us old folks.
I appreciate y'all old folks for having me.
That was urgency.
All righty, I'm Princess Lachelle. This is
Gerard.
and
I am Blacc Mel.
Yes, sir.
and guess what? We're about to pop off with the 478. Pop it out.
That's right.